Hello, class. I'm Professor Jane Williams, and I'm your teacher for this class, Introduction to Sociology, College of San Mateo. I think you're going to enjoy this class a great deal. I know that I do. We're going to be talking about changes in society, and I'm sure you know from the news and from wherever you get your information that there has been a great deal of talk about society, especially lately. You've heard people talking about government, about health care, about law enforcement, about race, and much, much more. And we'll be talking about that. We'll be talking about how societies operate, how they make the decisions they do, how these decisions and this operation change. We'll talk about social stratification, how things are very different, social symbols, our flag, for an example, and we'll talk about how the treatment of these symbols actually change our societal behavior, or can change our societal behavior. How about that? And on and on. So the things that you'll be studying about in this class, you can read about in the headlines the next morning, and probably already have in many cases. Let me tell you a little bit about myself. I am from the Midwest. I'm a Midwest person, from Ohio to be specific, and I come from a family of educators. We call it the family business. It was my mother who was an educator, a teacher, my great aunt who was a teacher, my sisters are teachers, my nephews. We are really into education, so you know why we call it the family business. You can imagine what it's like when we get together. We want to talk about better ways to teach and better ways to be effective and to be impactful at what we're doing. And it's great. I love it. I loved it from the beginning, and I still love it today. I've been in with the College of San Mateo for about 15 years now. So I guess it's about time for a pin or something, where they celebrate those kinds of things. But I enjoy it very much. Feel very fortunate to have selected not only College of San Mateo, but sociology as my field, because I am so excited about it, and it changes all the time, and I get to examine those changes and to think about it, and to think about the best way to communicate that to students much as yourself. Okay. Now let's get back to what we're going to be doing this semester. You are going to be operating in two different technology systems. One is Canvas, that's the one you're in now, and that's College of San Mateo CSM's technology that they use for classroom management online. It's efficient, and you're going to like it, I'm sure, but it will take some getting used to, but that's okay. We all like to learn new things and get our brains going sometimes to pick up new things, but you'll get to do that. Some of you are probably already very familiar with Canvas, and so things will be a little easier for you. Now, the second one that we'll be operating in is called Pearson Revel. That is where our electronic textbook is. And by the way, I hope you already know you do not need to buy a textbook for this course. Pretty nice, right? You paid for that when you signed up for the course. All you have to do is access it and get going. So what I'd like to do is to show you just a little bit about that, just so that you can feel a bit familiar, okay? Here we are. This is our class page. So look at that. Welcome to Sociology Online. This is what our textbook looks like if you were to go out and buy one. And by the way, if you're one of those people who really prefer to have the paper version of the book in your hands, you can turn the pages and mark them and highlight them and things, and I understand that very much, you can still go buy a paper textbook for yourself. You'll still have access to this electronic book, but you can buy yourself one if you want to, all right? And here's how you do. Once you click on Canvas and you find your way to our main page, you'll see something like this. There's our author, James Henslin, and here is how you get to it. You go, let's see if I can move this over here. Hang on. There you go. You go to our main page and you come right over here, list of items. Look at this. Pearson Revel, one of the first items. Give that a click. Okay, give it a minute. Still waiting. Give it a second. And boom, look, there you are. There's our book. But you're in Pearson. Those are the publishers, of course. Okay, and you're in Pearson Rebel. You click on our book. And this is what you'll see. There are many ways to go around and take a look and what's here to see, you know, things in our textbook. But I'm going to show you one way that's rather efficient, and that is this, the table of contents. Give it a click. Look down here. These are the various chapters. All right. So if you need a chapter, let's say this first one, sociological perspective, click. There you go. Click on what you need to do. I'm waiting for this to come up again. Okay. And there you are. You're off and you're running. Sounds pretty good, right? Okay. Now I'm going to take us back to where we were. You saw me delete that, right? And here we're back, and look, here's your course. You can always go back to home. All right. And we're right back to where we started. Okay, not bad, right? Now, that's enough for now, don't you think? I will tell you this. You didn't see this on the page, but when you get to our main page, there's lots of information about how to get help. That's a key one. How to contact me. And by the way, excuse me, did I say that? Canvas is the best way to reach me, but you can also and always reach me by email as well. And I will get back to you very soon. Okay. Okay. And I want you to start thinking about a few things, because our very first assignment is an assignment about what you think about your race. I know that's kind of heavy for us for starting out, but that's what we're going to do. It'll do two things for us. One, it'll get you a little familiar with each other. How about that? And I'll get to learn more about you. I'm looking forward to learning more about you. And the other one is you'll get to know other people in the class, because everything that you write in that assignment will be visible to everybody, me and the whole class. And when it comes to our midterm, I'm getting a little ahead here. When it comes to our midterm, you'll want to choose a partner. And based on what you read there and what they tell you about themselves, you might want to contact somebody and say, you want to be my partner for the midterm? And so that's kind of a good way to cover both those things, all right? So that's a good way to get started. Again, I want to say welcome, and I want to tell you that you're in for a very interesting class, a class that is informative, that is actually something of an adventure. I look forward to working with you.